What up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan, a Lakers fan, coming to you guys on a Sunday night after this Pelicans Lakers another loss added to the record book for the Lakers, where we lost 97 to 105. And I just wanted to get into it really quick. There were positives and negatives in this game, but I want to start with the negatives first. Now, just to get straight to the point, the negatives. Man, we really have to learn, especially our guards, how to cut down on turnovers, guys. They kill us. We had 25 tonight. And a lot of those is D'Angelo, a lot of those is Clarkson, some of those Brandon Ingram, and even our bigs turn the ball over. But especially our guards. It starts with our guards. They're the ones that handle the ball most of the time, and they have to truly take care of the ball. You know, it's their job to run the team and run the offense properly. I got to call out D'Angelo a little bit because sometimes he makes careless passes. And I know sometimes he has great court vision, and he makes good passes as well. But sometimes he just gets a little careless and he makes the lazy pass, and the defense is lurking, and they'll either snatch it up, or sometimes, like tonight, he had a pass where he threw it off of Julius Randle's back, and stuff like that. Another negative is that we lost to the Pelicans, who really haven't been winning a lot of games since they traded for DeMarcus Cousins. They've only won 1 out of 5. So I mean, that's not a great team, even though they do have a superstar and an all-star in Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. And but still, but I am glad we competed towards the end, because we really let go in the third quarter. I really love DeMarcus Cousins' game, guys. He's a bully. That kid in the paint is something else, man. I told you guys, watch out for that DeMarcus Cousins. He always tries to perform well when he plays the Lakers. That's why I think he wants to come over here. I mean, call me delusional Laker fan, but every time DeMarcus Cousins plays, he throws out big numbers. He had 26 points and like 15 rebounds tonight. That kid's a total beast and would look great in the purple and gold. He would look great. DeMarcus, if you ever get to see his video, which I doubt it, you would look great in the purple and gold. So there you go, Laker fans. That's my shot at recruiting DeMarcus Cousins. As far as the positives, guys, there were some very good positives, I will tell you. Even though we collected another loss, we're looking really good in the standings for the second overall pick. Well, assuming, we still have to go to the lottery and everything. But right now, we have the second worst record. And Phoenix won tonight. They actually beat the Boston Celtics. So they're moving. We're creating space between them and us. They're in third place, and we're in the second place. So right now, it's the Brooklyn Nets via the I'm sorry, it would be the Boston Celtics pick, but through the Brooklyn Nets trade they did a couple years back. Then it's us, the Lakers, and then it's Phoenix Suns, followed by Orlando, and I forgot what other teams in fifth place. But the gap between us and Phoenix for second place is getting bigger, because Phoenix won tonight and we lost. So they're now 2 games ahead of us. So, and our record is still going to be hard. So I really hope we end up in that number 2 slot. I doubt we catch Brooklyn. They're like 9 games ahead of us for that number 1 overall pick in the standings wise. So yeah, they probably have the best odds to land that number 1 pick. The Boston Celtics do, via the Brooklyn Nets. Anyways, guys, that's not the only positive. Another positive is that Brandon Ingram was really aggressive today. Well, I wouldn't say really aggressive, but he was aggressive enough to please some of us Laker fans. And I appreciate that. I think he needs to continue with that mindset. That's going to be the difference between him being like an aggressive all-star type player, or a pass first, just blend in with the offense, even though it could still be effective. But he could, his ceiling, it's different. When he's aggressive and attacking, it's different than when he's just blending in with the offense and just running, going through the motions. We all love him when he attacks the rim and shoots when he's open and doesn't hesitate. That's when he's at his best, right? He had 16 points today on an efficient, 7 of 12 clip, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So good job, Brandon Ingram. Continue this. Don't lay back. Don't kick back on the next game. You have to continue to be aggressive, because you're supposed to be our future, But we'll see, guys. D'Angelo had a bad game tonight. Let's be real. He's my favorite Laker, but he had a bad game. He shot poorly. And what I want from Russell is, when he's shooting poorly, to find other ways to be effective in the game, whether that be attacking the rim, getting teammates involved, playing defense, getting back on defense, and communicating. Whatever it is, there's many ways to be effective on the basketball court, not just scoring. So yeah, that's where I'd like to see him improve. Jordan Clarkson also had some bonehead plays at the end of the game. But, he's playing efficient enough for me. I mean, I'll give him a pass. I really like that kid. Like I said, David Nwaba. It looks good, man. I hope he gets more minutes, and I hope we actually sign him to another 10-day contract to continue seeing what he has. You know, I'm not sold on him yet to give him a contract for the rest of the season, but I really like his defense. On offense, it's understandable. He's been playing for the defenders all year. You know, he's they just threw him out there, so he has to get adjusted to our offense and learn to play. So on offense, he's not really looking to score, but he's pretty athletic from what I've seen, and I like the kid. I don't love him yet, but I like him. Corey Brewer, I love his defense. I continue to like that trade for us, you know. And as far as the Lakers go, we're getting experience. Tonight we competed towards the end of the game. D'Angelo brought us back with a couple of 3-pointers. Then I would have liked if, you know, he would have switched this game up a little bit instead of just being predictable and shooting threes. But he didn't, and we lost the game. That's okay. We're learning. We're young. Let's give him a pass, guys. Don't get angry. But I love you guys' comments, by the way. Keep it up. You know, when I'm having a bad day and I'm stressed, I go down and read the comments, and I'm glad to know that my fellow Laker fans are still watching the games even though we're losing. You guys are, in my opinion, we're the best Laker fans in the world. We stick with our team through thick and thin. We don't go cheer for the Warriors like other fans, you know, just bandwagon on whatever's doing good. So big ups to you guys, man, and thank you for the continued support on this channel. Definitely, guys, I'm happy. I'm not overly pleased, you know. If I had to rank this season, as in if I consider it a failure or I consider it a success, I actually consider this season a huge success because we got rid of 2 cancers, one cancerous person, Jimmy Buss, and we added, you know, a person that's a master recruiter in Magic. So that, to me, in itself, it's a success for the season. On top of that, I know we focused a little late on developing players. I would have wished that we would have did this, what we're doing now, since the beginning, the start of the season, because that's what we were, they sold to us. You know, they said, oh, it's a new era. You know, we're going to develop players. We're not going to focus too much on wins. These are all Luke Walton's words and Mitch Kupchak's words, but, you know, it didn't go that way. You know, most of the minutes were for Lou Williams and Nick Young, and the rest is history, guys. But, you know, I would consider the season a success. You know, we made the biggest acquisition, which is Magic Johnson. We added some defensive role player in Corey Brewer and David Nwaba. If, you know, it's yet to be determined is he going to stick for the long term, but, you know, he's a good defensive player, so I'm happy with that. We're giving them, even though Ivica Zubac didn't play today, we're giving them play time. I mean, Brandon Ingram's finally starting. You know, all these things are positives. We got to look at the positives, guys, to get us on to the next season, and hopefully next season we turn the corner. I really like tonight that they were holding each other accountable. You know, when they were missing defensive assignments, they were talking to each other and they were really getting each other's head. I think the Lakers are finally starting to hate losing, and this is crucial because players that hate losing obsess with figuring out ways to get better and figuring out ways to win. And that's what we need, guys. We need to build that culture, and I think it's finally, ever since Magic Johnson got here, I see them more intense, and I see them, even though we got blown out by Boston, I see them a lot more into the games, especially D'Angelo and other guys like that. So that's a major win, guys, and let's continue it. You know, for the rest of the season, we got about 18 games left in the season, and that's all I want to see. I mean, I want to see the young players take leadership of the team and start holding each other accountable, talk to each other. You know, it's okay to get mad at each other. Like I've been saying in the comment section, we live in a soft NBA era where everybody's buddy, even with the opponents. I really love the fact that Julius Randle took it right to his good buddy DeMarcus Cousins and fouled him out. I like that. He knew he had 5 fouls and he attacked him right to the body. He didn't even try to make the layup, but he knew that we had a greater chance by getting him to foul out because, you know, he's a beast. And so that's what he did, and that's a basketball winning play. So see, when players start thinking like that, that's how you know that they're thinking about winning. Julius Randle didn't care about being the hero and padding his stats because he could have easily dunked that or made the layup. He was focused on drawing the foul, and that, to me, guys, is a basketball winning play. So let's hope they continue this. I'd love it if Brandon Ingram stayed aggressive for the rest of the season if he doesn't take any more games off. And shout out to all you Laker fans, guys. I appreciate all the love and support on this channel. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys after the next one.